Very good morning, dear students. Welcome back once again. How are you all, students? I hope you all are in good health and taking all the necessary precautions for your health. Don't forget to drink boiled water twice in a day, eat healthy food, wash your hands regularly, stay home and stay safe, students. Okay, students, so let's start our today's session. Today, I would like to explain a new chapter. Before we going to start our today's session, I would like to ask some questions related to this topic. Look at this image, student. What do the images tell us about the way women are treated generally in society as compared to men? Yes, this image talks about the discriminative treatment of the woman in the society, right? It also shows different kinds of inequality and power relations between men and women in society, right, students? So, we are going to start today a new lesson, that is lesson number 4 of civics, and the name of the lesson is Growing Up as Boys and Girls. In this lesson, we are going to learn about gender inequality, we are going to learn about gender discrimination. Generally, women's work is being neglected by society. So, the main idea of this chapter is to bring those things into the notice. So, let's start our today's session, student. First of all, we will understand what is gender. Simply, we can define gender is a biological destination between male and female. It would be considered as gender. Our understanding of gender is often based on the family and society in which we live. It leads us to think that roles played by men and women are fixed and natural. Society makes clear distinctions between boys and girls from a very early age, right, student? For example, for better understanding, we will take the example. Yes, we tend to buy blue clothes and toys for boys, right? And pink for girls. Another common example, we will take that we give boys toys like car, bat and ball, and blocks, etc. While girls are given dolls, kitchen set, doctor set, etc. These are typical example of gender stereotypes. Now, what is the meaning of the word stereotype? Stereotype, it means a fixed idea about how men and women should behave or be treated. Gender is thus a social construct defining the socially and culturally prescribed roles that men or boys and women or girls have to follow. Boys and girls in the society are assigned different roles and are expected to behave accordingly. Gender affects every aspect of our life, from how we see and value ourselves to how we learn to communicate and interact with one another. It affects how we express and initiate our relationships, how we treat members of the opposite genders, right, student? All these things are expected. All these things are expected to behave accordingly. Now we will learn about the role of gender in family. From the very beginning, boys and girls are treated differently within most Indian families. Boys are treated to be troublesome and naughty, while girls to be submissive and obedient. As they grow older, parents are more protective about girls and their movements are watch and check. They are discouraged to have an active social life, right? Girls are expected to help out with the housework. Yes, while going to the local market and buying vegetable, grocery, etc. is the task of boys. The birth of a son is greeted with great joy, while the birth of a girl is seen as something to be sorry about. This in turn has led to the practice of female infanticide. What is female infanticide, student? It means killing of the girl child soon after birth. In our country, it leads to decline sex ratio. As per the 2011 census, sex ratio in India was 943 females to 1000 males. This is a huge difference, especially when we calculate the difference in terms of actual Indian population. Now we will understand role of gender in school. Look at this student. Here we will understand the literacy rate of boys and literacy rate of girls in India. See, the literacy rate in India for men and women is 82% and 65% respectively. Thus, you find that girls are discriminated against when it comes to schooling. Traditionally, educating girls was not given the same priority as boys, as it was assumed that girls would only take care of the house and need not work. Gender stereotype is an inherent feature of Indian society. It is also embedded in our society that we practice it without being conscious of it. Now we will understand gender inequality in detail. For better understanding, I would like to give one example. Let us look into a regular day in the life of Hema. She is a wife, a mother in a typical Indian family. Hema is wake up by 4:30 a.m. She has to fetch water from the municipal tap. There is a long queue of people waiting for their turn. After collecting water, she swipes the floor, then cuts vegetable and kneads duck for chapatis. Other members of the family they get up around 6 a.m. After having tea, her husband and children start getting ready for office and school. That day, she asked her daughter, the name of her daughter is Reshma. She asked her daughter Reshma to miss school to look after her 6 months old sister who was running a fever. Hema has to go to the ration shop for the monthly provision. Reshma protests that Reshma protest means she opposes that she cannot miss school as the teacher will be taking them out for an excursion. So why can't Jay, her brother, stay back? But her father scolds her and tells her that she should not argue with her mother and do as directed. At 8:30 a.m., Hema leaves for the ration shop, which opens at 10 a.m. She again stands for hours in a queue. At 2 p.m., she comes back home and starts cleaning utensils, washing clothes. In the evening, she is again expected to cook food, iron clothes, and wash utensils. When other members of her family go to sleep, she prepares for the next day. Now, what would have been, just think about it, student, what would have been the condition of Hema if she was also working outside her home? Then she would have been doubly burdened, right? With household work as well as office work. From this given example, what we understand, student? We understand that how women in India are discriminated. The most widespread gender stereotype is that a woman, she is a housewife, she is a cook, she is a mother, and her work is not valued because it does not generate income for the family, right? In general, in almost all the societies, women face discrimination and are given a low status in society. Gender inequality has existed since the ancient times. In ancient society, men were the breadwinners and women were the caretakers. Women in ancient times were treated as people with no opinions. They were denied access to education and even to basic facilities. Unmarried girls they were placed under the protection of their father or brother and after marriage under their husband's protection. However, in the 20th century, these ideas underwent a change. Women across the world demanded to be treated equally, but in India, this progress has been quite slow. Now we will see the social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was instrumental in abolishing sati, an inhuman practice in which a widow was burnt alive on the pyre of her dead husband. Second, that is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, he was responsible for the legislation of Widow Remarriage Act in 1856. Then Dayananda Saraswati. Dayananda Saraswati opened a number of schools and colleges to promote education for girls. All these reformers emphasize that a nation can progress only when the condition of women improve. The Constitution of India grants equal right to men and women in all spheres. However, even after more than 65 years of independence, gender equality is still a distant dream. Now we will learn about inequality in job. Student, do you know that there is an act in India which states that equal pay must be paid for equal work? It states that if men and women take up the same work for the same number of hours, they should be paid equal wages. But think about it, really this happen? Does this happen? According to a survey conducted, women work 1 hour more as compared to men, but their work is undervalued and unpaid. And men's main work is always valued and paid. Now we will see the government initiatives towards equality. Indian Constitution provides equal opportunity to everyone, male or female, without discrimination. But we see inequality in terms of non-appreciations of women's unpaid job, household work, and paid jobs. In a patriarchal society like India, household duties and family responsibilities primarily fall on the shoulders of women. The government has taken remedial measures in this direction. State government has initiated many schemes to encourage parents to send their daughters to school by way of giving cash incentives and other benefits. Also, to encourage women to step out of their homes and work, Anganwadis have been set up across the country. Similarly, to reduce harassment of women, yes, similarly, to reduce harassment of women at work, the government has introduced the formation of Sexual Harassment Committee in all the organizations, public as well as private. The government, through the mass media, is working to bring about a change in the mindset of the people to break gender stereotypes. But unless and until the people themselves work towards reducing gender inequality at home and at workplace, government initiatives are futile. So there is a marked change, we can say, in urban India in terms of gender inequality, but in rural India, efforts to bring about change are ongoing. So what we learned in this lesson, student? In this lesson we understand first what is gender. We understand the role of gender in the family as well as in the school, in the job. Again we understand the gender inequality with the help of the example of Hema. Yes, and we understand government initiatives towards equality. With this we cover up this lesson, student. See, this lesson taught us to bring a change in our mindset to break gender stereotypes, right, students? With this, we cover up this lesson, student. I hope you all understand this lesson very clearly. Student, one more thing. I would like to give the assignment related to this lesson. Please note it down. You have to write what steps has the government taken to reduce gender inequality in India. If you have purchased a book set, then write this assignment in the SST notebook. If you didn't purchase it, then simply write it in the rub book or in the whatever the sheets available at home. Okay, students? Again, one more thing. I am sending the worksheets each lesson wise through Prism. Please solve the worksheets and mail it to me. You have to complete the assignment, you have to complete the worksheets, and you have to mail it on the given mail ID. And you have to write the comments in the comment box. It's very important. It's very mandatory, students. Why? Because it's going to consider your attendance. Simply you have to write your name, standard, division, and you have to write whether you understand the video or you didn't understand it. Right, student? I hope you all understand with today's session very clearly. Thank you and have a nice day, students.